Hey
you
guys,
guys, a dose of melon C here.
from
Woo!
Bali.
It has been, you guys, such a great experience since the
Yes.
moment we touched foot in Bali. We
hmm
have had such a great time, such transformative experiences that we cannot wait to talk to you about.
Yes. So, how we feeling in Bali so far?
How are we feeling in Bali? Well, I have to say, if I could put it up in one word,
Uh-huh.
it will have to say magical.
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 hmm
It's been like I stepped into just another
Another
world.
realm.
And
Realm.
this is a
Realm.
little bit, yeah, you can say overwhelming in the change of the culture.
hmm
Just the calmness, the spirituality that you feel as soon as you come. And the people are so welcoming
Yeah,
here.
they're so friendly here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a difference from what the other place where we visited. Was it Hong
Hong
Kong?
Kong for 5 hours.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
it was
that was a little rough. It was a little
it
rough.
was, it was. And as soon as we set foot here, it was like everything changed.
hmm
It felt so different. And I loved every single moment of it.
As soon as you step foot on Bali grounds, you feel catered to. Bali caters to
Oh yeah.
your nervous system. For me, one word would be recharge, reset. That was my uh, purpose for Bali. It's been a very rough 2 years for me, and how my body has been holding my stress and the challenges that I've been trying to maneuver. Um, so much so that even after getting on the other side, um, my body was still very much in shock, just like very tense. And so this was my opportunity to just reconnect, to ground myself to what's
I
what's been
get you.
self-soothing for
For
me
you.
back home. When I'm in the shower, I put on raindrops, even in the shower. Just very much greenery, sensory, uh, grounding.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm so relaxed. And when your body is relaxed, clarity comes.
I can feel that in you. You're like so,
I'm just like,
whew, like a different Z,
what
2025 Z.
what matter? Nothing matters.
I love it. I love it.
Let them.
It's just so
Let
good to
them.
be in that space,
Yeah.
and that energy. And I can relate with that. The same thing happened, the last 2 years has been very challenging,
hmm
not only for us individually, but for the
Yeah.
podcast. You know what I mean? So
We almost didn't make
we
it.
almost didn't make it. And, this is why that sisterhood and that
Yeah.
partnership is very, very
Uh-huh.
important, and the communication. And we went through that aside from all the other personal things that we were going through. And people think like after the retreat, like we said in Costa Rica, everything was going to be okay.
hmm
But that was just the beginning for us. So the last 2 years has been continued growth and healing
hmm
and transitioning. And like we said, shedding of a lot of friendships, right? And
hmm
people, right? Because we're outgrowing so many things so quickly.
Right. So for me, Costa Rica, I thought it was, oh, you made it.
That's it.
You made
We
it.
good.
You
Mm-hmm.
made it. Costa Rica was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back,
Mm-hmm.
glitz and glam. It was
Exactly.
everything
Mm-hmm.
opposite of that. Not realizing now that I'm on the outside of it looking in, um, Costa Rica um, it was just to get me started.
Just the tip of
Get
the iceberg.
it was out, my body was preparing for my
Mm-hmm.
rebirth. Um, I this year was a year of shedding, like you said. We
Mm-hmm.
spoke about the year of the
Of
snake and shedding.
shedding.
Um, and so this is a new season that I'm walking into, and shedding is necessary.
It's
And
necessary.
it has started, and it's literally like night and day
That's right.
as I'm shedding those people, those things that no longer serve me. It's like the abundance was so
Mm-hmm.
evident,
Mm-hmm.
so much so that other people were noticing.
That's right.
And that's the greatest compliment.
And you're
You
gaining
look
so
so happy.
much. Yeah.
You're just glowing, you know. It was, I've been waiting for that feeling for so
I
long.
love that for you,
Yeah.
sister. I love that for
Yes.
you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I love that for us. So it's been a journey, but we're almost there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I just had like a moment of the shedding. So in Costa Rica, we had the snake. What do snakes do? They shed,
Oh,
right?
the snake in your
The
room.
snake in my room. The snake they shed.
Yeah.
So I guess that
Yeah.
was the that's
Isn't that,
deep. That's a
yeah, that's
symbol, you
crazy,
guys.
right?
That's deep. And right after that, we started shedding
And
everything.
what did your mom say about the snake?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That means that I left something evil
Mm.
behind in that place.
Can you pinpoint
I can't
the evil?
pinpoint the
The
evil. I
evil?
couldn't pinpoint because there's always things coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Evil things coming at you.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and that she had the dream prior. She told my family she had the dream prior to me that appearing, but she didn't want to tell me because she didn't want to be like, get
Yeah,
paranoid
yeah,
at the
yeah.
trip.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened. It's
That's
deep.
funny.
It's deep. I was
Wow.
like, why? Well, she told me that. So it's crazy
Yeah.
how that connects spiritually to
Mm-hmm.
things that is happening to
Yes.
us in our lives and our
Mm-hmm.
journeys.
Sometimes we can't see it in the moment,
Hmm.
but definitely, on the other side of it.
Absolutely.
So,
The one thing we could pick one thing from last year
mhm.
or the past 2 years that you think was a challenge and how you overcame that.
Oh my God. What was one
Take a deep
challenge?
breath for that.
Yeah, there were so many. So one challenge that I oh my goodness. So something very challenging, or one of the most challenging things that I had to experience, was holding space for 75 clients as a therapist, holding space for them and their trauma, while trying to hold space for myself,
Mm-hmm.
not even knowing what space I was in, trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out the space that I was in. It was just, I was in shambles a whole lot. So holding space for them, holding space for myself, then having to hold space for raising a human being.
Mm.
The mask that I put up every single day, waking up day in, day out, not wanting to live, like I don't want to be here, to then have to show up
Mm-hmm.
for all these people
Mm-hmm.
and show empathy and compassion. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like a
Mm-hmm.
fraud. I couldn't. It was the hardest thing that
I
I
can imagine.
ever experienced, and to then come home to do round two,
Right. Because you never
shift
stop
two.
being that's the full-time job.
Oh my God.
That never goes. Nope.
Yeah, yeah. To go to sleep, I have to do it all over again the
The
next
next
day. It
day.
was it was extremely challenging. I was holding space for compassion and grace for my clients, but I wasn't really holding that same compassion and grace for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so that does a lot of damage to your body as well.
Absolutely.
Irritability, just stress, body feeling so tense, just ready to break down, getting sick constantly. It was tough.
Good stuff. And how do
Yeah.
you overcame that?
So I had to change my perspective. Perspective literally changes your
Mm-hmm.
entire
I
your
agree.
entire life.
I agree.
So either we can all be victims in our own story, but
Mm-hmm.
how long are we gonna play that? At what point are we gonna wake up and be like, I am tired of feeling like this. I'm frustrated.
Let me change it.
Let me change it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I don't know what my future looks like right now, but what I do know is that I don't want it to feel like this.
Amen.
It ain't gonna be like
Mm-hmm.
this. So what did I need to get to that point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you really have to look and find the silver lining with every challenge that comes your way. Every challenge. We could easily point fingers at, well, they did that and they did this. But if they didn't do that, I wouldn't went through this. Yeah, of course. We can find, we can, in any situation, we can put blame on someone. But what is that going to do?
Nothing.
That doesn't bring you closure.
Nope. Doesn't change your perspective.
None
or
of that. So
change nothing.
I had to really dive deep into every interaction that I experienced that kind of took me a few steps back. And what did I do in this? What was it trying to show me? And last night we were talking a few situations that I was in with people. A person was teaching me discipline, and it was so evident that I had no discipline. I had zero discipline, and it wasn't until I experienced that then I realized, oh, you need to work on that. That was the lesson for you.
Absolutely.
In this moment, you need to do it.
You need to make a change.
You need to make a change. Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake. That's it.
We could set boundaries as much as we want, but we need that discipline to keep it consistent.
I see.
I was doing the opposite of that. You know?
Which is even more of a challenge.
Yeah. So changing my perspective of, the why. But why me? God, why? Why can't, just why? Why?
Once you did that,
once I switched that
you
up,
you started making the correct decisions for your situation in your life to better yourself mentally and physically.
Right. Because me playing the victim, what is that going to do for me?
Absolutely
What
nothing.
is that going to do for how I show up for my daughter? Showing up as the victim, what am I showing her?
That's right.
How to handle relationships, how to handle whatever comes her way. What are we going to do with this information?
And that's something huge nowadays, accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't want to take accountability for what they brought into your life and the issues, you know what I mean? And you first have to do that in order to change whatever is, hurting you or your loved one. So that's
yeah, and someone was telling me, with like changing our perspective, someone enters your life, just completely just flips your life upside down. It wasn't about them. It wasn't about them.
Absolutely not.
What about the situation? What part of your childhood has been highlighted in this moment? What was it trying to teach you about your inner child, that little girl in you?
It tapped into that.
Yeah. It wasn't about them. The situation wasn't to show me who. Yeah, of course, situations show you who that person is, but really it's how am I showing up in this world day in and day out to people that we interact with? Are we showing up as little girl Melinda or big girl Melinda?
Absolutely not. We decide that. We hold the control and the power to decide.
So that's what I've been. I shifted my mindset more, not focusing on the other person focusing on me instead of the other person. Yeah, it was a game changer.
And that changed your entire perspective.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So now I can sit in Bali and just breathe. Just take it in.
Take it in.
Like, girl, you've been through some shit.
You
now
made some changes.
It's okay. You can relax. You deserve this. This
Absolutely.
is okay. You're laying in the bed, listening to the birds chirping, reading your book, doing nothing. That's okay. You deserve that.
You deserve all that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, sis.
Thank you.
Love that.
Yeah. So what has been one of the most challenging experiences within the last 2 years for you and how you overcame it?
Uh, it was a few, but if I had to choose one,
Mm-hmm.
it will be co-parenting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Child, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Listen, it was a tough one, but
Yeah.
yeah, it almost took me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
Felt that.
it's not only it's not only about me. We have a beautiful coconut, a beautiful human child that's in the middle of all
Mm-hmm.
this. You know what I mean? And that just broke my heart every single
Oh
time.
man.
Um, Unfortunately, it took the biggest toll on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was just going right back into a hole of depression.
Yeah.
And then the situation wasn't, none of it was helping because you have your job that's going through a transition at the time, you know. Personally, you're going through a transition. Then
Mm-hmm.
you got as a co-parents, now you're going through a transition. So it was a fucking lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that right there, it hurt me because it hurt my daughter.
Yeah.
And it hurt her time seeing us, the routine.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we spoke about that in the other podcast. You feel guilty.
Mm-hmm.
You feel guilty because you start questioning yourself. Oh, you know, did I do the right thing? Breaking
Just
up my
gaslighting yourself.
family. Yeah. You know what I mean? Was this the right, you know, I see my daughter, you know, crying for me or crying for him. Like, why aren't you in the same room? You
Mm-hmm.
know, that literally took me out,
Yeah.
you know, because I was the one who made that decision. So it was like,
Mm-hmm.
why don't I feel good? Like
Yeah.
I made the decision that was for me,
Yeah.
and yet I wasn't happy,
Yeah. We're
you
we're
know?
both operating out of pain, whether that's anger, sadness,
Mm-hmm.
um, whatever emotion it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially in the
Yeah.
in the beginning phases.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like the grieving stages, you
Yeah.
know, loss, you know.
Stages
And
of grief.
it was a tough one.
Yeah.
So how I overcame all of that, God first. Um, a lot of prayers, a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Thank God, after I, took him to court, um, we, right before our hearing, we got to a agreement and, hopefully, and this was just recently, so hopefully we can both, really focus on my beautiful child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And nothing else.
Yeah.
I compromised,
Mm-hmm. I hope
you
that
know.
structure
Yeah.
provides,
Yeah. I'll do
peace.
anything to get my
Yeah.
peace and for us to like get along as co-parents. People's like, oh, what about the money? None of that matters to me. If my daughter's not happy because if the parents are not getting along, if they're not, looking, if they're, it's gonna be more difficult for
Mm-hmm.
the child, and
Mm-hmm.
people don't understand that. I'd rather have no money and just let's agree to you just take care of
Right.
my, you know what I mean? And that's it. Let's compromise.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. So hopefully
It's been working.
that, yes, hopefully that it's been working.
Yeah.
So hopefully that, but yeah, that was my biggest challenge, and that's how I overcame it. Compromising and patience and prayers,
Yes,
because
I
you
love
have
that
to. Yeah.
because we deserve a peaceful parenthood,
Yeah.
motherhood,
Yeah.
fatherhood, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
deserve to still have a beautiful experience, whether we're as a unit or not.
Absolutely.
My
Absolutely.
unit, your unit is you and
Mhm.
Lily,
That's it.
me and Ava. That's a unit. Just
Hmm.
because it's not the ideal, that doesn't mean
You
it's
know,
not a unit.
correct. Or the right one or the whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that we both are in a better space and a better place. And like you said about resetting, this is
Mhm.
gonna be like the reset. Costa Rica was the beginning. This is like the finale
Mhm.
of, and we're starting a new journey now
Yeah.
with all the work that we put in the last 2 years. And now we actually feel like ourselves. We looking great. We looking healthy. I know people's like, wow, you
Yeah.
guys are looking good now.
Yep, yep. And what also helped me with that is uh I needed so much I had to do so much work with learning how to regulate myself. Um Now that I'm getting a better handle on it, situations that come my way aren't as as challenging. Yes, it's challenging, but I know how to maneuver better, and it's not as my body's not in so much distress.
Correct.
Because I cannot control this person, and you're doing something to trigger me to get that reaction, but I have to continuously to remind continuously remind myself of meeting the person where they're at, knowing that there's nothing more that this person can give
Nope.
you right now. And so, but I know I can
Control yourself
right.
and the things and your
And
actions.
you're not gonna get me.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna get me there.
No, it's not worth
You
it.
want to do okay?
Yeah,
Let
that's
them.
it. You
All
wanna?
right.
That's fine.
Do what you got to do.
You can't.
Do what you have to
You
do.
can't stress of it. You can't stress in anything in life. And I always said, and there was somebody with a lot of years when I started nursing, they said something to me with a lot of wisdom, and they looked at me and they said, "Child, the only thing that you cannot fix in life is death. Everything else has a solution." That is how you maneuver through that, how you decide how you want to move forward with
Right.
it.
Even if we would want the solution to include the other person, that would
Yeah,
make the
that would be,
transaction a little smoother. But
peaches.
unfortunately, that's not the case with life.
Absolutely not.
But just know that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
there's a solution, even if it's just you showing up for
That's
yourself.
right.
That is the solution. What does that look like? That's the solution.
For the people who love you.
My solution is I'm just not going to engage in any conversation with you because until you're able to hold a
Decent
conversation,
conversation.
otherwise, we're not doing it.
We good.
And that's my solution. Simple as that. I'm not doing this.
And that goes back to the beginning of shedding people, friends. Like, if we have to let go for our peace and for our sanity, and that's it. That's it. And we've definitely also grown in that a lot. Look at us.
Cheers to us.
Look at us. Look at us. Cheers.